Hey there, are you someone who always puts others first, but often forgets to show yourself the same kindness and compassion? If so, you're not alone. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to neglect our own needs and beat ourselves up for our perceived shortcomings. But what if I told you that practicing self-compassion can actually enhance your daily functioning and well-being, and that of others? That's right. In this video, we're diving deep into the transformative power of self-compassion, debunking common myths, and sharing practical strategies to ensure you're giving yourself the compassion you truly deserve. Get ready to discover a new way to thrive and nurture your own heart. This one's for you, my fellow compassionate souls. We're going to spend some serious time exploring the art of being kind and understanding towards ourselves, which unfortunately is often misunderstood as being selfish or simply something that doesn't need to be prioritized. By the time you are done watching this video, I hope you think very differently about this, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Of course, I always appreciate a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and especially sharing your thoughts and experiences in the comments. I definitely will respond. So let's get started talking about the importance of self-compassion for daily functioning. We live in a fast-paced world where we're constantly juggling multiple responsibilities and facing various challenges. Amidst it all, self-compassion acts as a vital tool that helps us navigate these difficulties and thrive. Research has shown us the immense benefits of self-compassion for our daily function. And again, I want to stress, the better that we function, the better we're able to be there for others. So first and foremost, self-compassion allows us to acknowledge our own pain, our own struggles without judgment. It's just part of being human. So instead of berating ourselves for our mistakes or failures, we can offer ourselves some kindness and understanding, just as we would to a close friend or family member. This helps us cultivate resilience and bounce back from setbacks much more effectively. Studies have found that individuals who practice self-compassion show higher levels of resilience and are better able to cope with life's challenges. When we treat ourselves with compassion, we develop a stronger sense of self-worth and are more likely to persevere through difficult times. And persevering is essential for our mental health and allows us to be there once again for others. Now, let's address some common misperceptions and misconceptions about self-compassion. Some people worry that being kind to ourselves is selfish or indulgent, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Self-compassion isn't about being self-centered or neglecting others' needs. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Research has shown that individuals who practice self-compassion tend to have more empathy and compassion for others. Believe it or not, compassion is like most other skill sets. If you do not personally practice it and understand what it takes to give it and feel compassion yourself, you are likely to fall short on effectively sharing that compassion and understanding with others. When we nurture ourselves with compassion, we develop a deeper well of empathy, allowing us to understand and support others even more effectively. Think about it. If we're not giving ourselves any tolerance, compassion, kudos, why would we do a good job giving it to other people? We don't even know what that feels like, and we're sitting in a negative mindset. So by nurturing ourselves with compassion, it's a win-win situation that benefits both ourselves and those around us. Now that I've highlighted the importance of self-compassion, let's explore some practical strategies that we can implement to ensure we're giving ourselves the compassion we deserve. These strategies are once again backed by science and can make a significant impact on our well-being. So first, let's talk about mindful self-awareness. This involves tuning into your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Notice when you're being self-critical and gently redirect your attention towards self-compassionate thoughts. Often this might be writing it down if journaling works well for you, or if you're a processor, kind of doing a self-reflection and thinking it through. If you're someone that likes to share with others and kind of talk through it, share those critical thoughts with a confidant and ask them to help you reshape your mindset, or just be there to listen while you reshape it. There's no perfect way to do this. Use what works for you personally, based on your personality and circumstance, in order to practice mindful self-awareness. Research has also shown us that practicing mindful self-awareness enhances self-compassion. So by cultivating that awareness of our own thoughts and emotions, we can interrupt the cycle of self-criticism and replace it with self-compassion. So for example, let's say you make a mistake at work. Instead of beating yourself up or spiraling into self-doubt, practice mindful self-awareness. Acknowledge the mistake without judgment, and remind yourself that mistakes are a natural part of learning and growth. Offer yourself kind and supportive words, just as you would a friend. Highlight the growth opportunity in your mind, like how am I growing from this? And how can it help you increase future success through this experience? Whether it's learning more about the skill set that you need, or better reading the room, or anticipating something, whatever it is, there's usually a nugget that we can take from it to help us personally grow. Remember, if you are super critical and negative, you're not learning from the experience, and such, setting yourself up for future disappointment. Next, let's explore the importance of self-care rituals. Engaging in activities that bring you joy, relaxation, rejuvenation is crucial for developing self-compassion and maintaining it. So, data has consistently shown us that practicing self-care positively impacts our overall well-being. When we prioritize self-care, we signal to ourselves that we are worthy of love and nurturing. This is not only important for our physical health, but our mental health, to reduce things like anxiety and depression, to name a few of the challenges that we can face when we're not careful of the environments and the perspectives we engage in. So imagine you've had a hectic week and you're feeling exhausted. Instead of pushing through everything and ignoring your needs, practice some self-compassion by carving out some time for that self-care. Engage in activities that replenish your energy, such as taking a long walk, reading a book, or simply spending time doing something you love. And this doesn't have to be hours or days. It can be short little amounts, because you just need that reboot. So even if you don't have a lot of time to do that, most of us can carve out just a little bit of time at least, and then we can build that up. Because by honoring your needs, you're showing yourself compassion and filling your own cup. This can serve as a great reset, an opportunity to see and practice gratitude and being grateful for that opportunity. Another powerful strategy is practicing self-talk. And what I mean by practicing self-talk is practice positive self-talk by replacing self-criticism with self-compassion and encouraging statements. We can transform our inner dialogue. And it's so important that inner dialogue that we carry around really impacts our behaviors and our perspectives on lives. And oftentimes people are rather unaware of the degree to which their inner negative self-talk is manifesting in the external world. Research has shown that positive self-talk can significantly boost our self-compassion and overall well-being. When we challenge our negative thoughts and replace them with positive and affirming ones, we cultivate a kinder and more supportive relationship with ourselves. So imagine you faced a setback or received negative feedback. Instead of internalizing the criticism and berating yourself, practice that positive self-talk. Remind yourself of your strengths and accomplishments. Encourage yourself by saying, it's okay to make mistakes. This setback doesn't define me. I'm resilient, and I will learn and grow from this experience. And it might also be, if somebody else has a negative opinion about you that they've shared, is even just compartmentalizing that a little bit and saying, is that really a fact or is that their opinion? And I don't have to agree with it because I have my own opinion of myself. So by shifting your self-talk, you're offering yourself the compassion and encouragement you deserve. In conclusion, self-compassion is an essential ingredient for our daily functioning and overall well-being. By debunking the myth of selfishness and implementing practical strategies like mindful self-awareness, self-care rituals, and positive self-talk, we can cultivate a kinder, more compassionate relationship with ourselves. So thanks for joining me today on this in-depth exploration of self-compassion. Remember, be kind to yourself, and until next time, take care.